Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to a new week. Excuse me. So, we're looking at XRP, but we're going to check real quick. We're going to look at XRP, we're going to look at DXY, we're going to look at Bitcoin, and we're going to look at NASDAQ or S&P. So, let's just check out the news real quick. Last week, USD had a really strong week. So, I'm just going to briefly go over this. But we're going to get to the charts, but I think we went over this before closing out last week. But you can see all the green, orange folders. USD, green, gold's still going. Gold's going up still, so we'll look and see what we got going this week real fast. For the euro, preliminary CPI. So this isn't the earliest. This isn't the one with the most, with the advanced. I believe is the most influential, but this one is the next. There's 3 different versions, if I'm not mistaken. But if you're trading Euro USD is strong. Haven't really been watching the Euro. Just been watching cryptos a lot, but. So I think it's his home sales. No. Change in the price businesses and the government pay for civil labor. Okay, where's that? This one. Okay, this is it right here. It's the change in selling price of single family homes in 20 metropolitan areas. Greater than good is greater. Actual greater than forecast is good for the currency. So that's coming up. Just trying to get it real quick. ISM manufacturing PMI on Wednesday. NZD unemployment rate. You're looking at USD job openings. ISM manufacturing prices, federal funds rate, the FOMC statement. Watch out on Wednesday. Anything related to dollar, which most everything. Right now, the crypto fundamentals are taking over. I think the dollar. I don't know. The war's going on too. People could be. Some of what we could be seeing is it being treated like a crypto asset, like we saw in the. Not a crypto asset, but a risk asset, like we saw. Like when we saw the divergence in the S&P and the Bitcoin chart. So there's no telling what's all contributing, but there's quite a few things. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting week. Should be a pretty, volatile week. It's looking like. It depends on how this stuff comes out here. If we're trading Forex, and we are going to be trading Forex. Average hourly earnings, non-farm employment change, NFP week, ISM services, PMI unemployment rate. Yeah, so starts out pretty early too, so just make sure and check. If you're, by the way, none of this is financial advice. It's just everyone uses a demo account. Just for educational purposes only. But let's take a look at, let's go look at the dollar first. Real fast, let's get it out the way. So we were here on a larger time frame. So let's see. So we have 34 minutes left on the 4-hour candle. Looks like we're about to break this consolidation on the 4-hour. So we could see a continuation here. The next resistance point looking at is going to be this one immediately right here. Basically where they have this liquidation, but I like to consider that that's not exactly the zone. This is where this is where orders and stuff tend to be. I mean, if someone's shorting, if this comes up here and shorts, this was left here, these wicks. So, but we'll see what happens when we get up here. So So I could use a little bit of candle bodies and wicks. This is more like above the swing to me. This is wick, but anyway, so might run into some interference, some resistance right here at about 107.083 on DXY. We break past this on the other side, we get close, then we beat this high right here. So this is actually the next major significant point. We crossed it once here, descending channel. We're sitting on, that's 1100. So pulled out some moving averages. 50, 1,200, and a 20. I'm gonna get rid of that 20. I think it's this one right here, but see a little one. Anyways, don't usually use moving averages, but let's look at the S&P since we're right here. Went over this. Just gonna go ahead and draw this up. Look at the next level here. So the stocks are, price is too high. The Fed's cutting rates is, you know, people are seeing that like happening in the near future. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. Anything can happen, but you know, they pause, so see what happens. A lot of people think this stuff goes up when they think this is a common, I don't know what you call it. It's not accurate. It's actually backwards. But let's see, when they pause rates, a lot of times the markets will stall out, and when they cut them, as far as indices go, there'll be a sell-off when they're cut. They don't always sell off at the pause, but historically. So we had the descending triple tops. Next point, an immediate area. So these points would be, if I was going to trade this pattern, then I want my target to be, I know from here. So before at least this, so here, not seeing like anything major. Let's see. If I'm doing a 2-to-1, of course this thing has gone down a lot. It's gone down a lot already. So if you're gonna put it next, you might put it here above this swing. You know, that's a 1.5 right there to the middle of that 4-hour support. So right here. To the next point. So these are important because if you're going to take profits, then if you got, you know, you're better off taking them before these points on your demo. Of course, demo profits. So before we get to this point, because it shows price has turned around here. This zone also matches up with this bottom here. So we've had several instances where price gets here and turns around. That's why, as far as taking profits, you're more likely, and this is just what it is. You're more likely to hit before this than opposed if you have one target, you put it down here. You know, so
Anyways, let's go and look at the. We looked at the dollar. Let's look at. I looked in the forex market right now, and we are going to do forex, but there's just I didn't see anything shaking and baking in there. Plus, wanted to cover this. We'll be going through forex throughout the week, and then we're going to be posting signals. We already started posting in the group. So we got up here to close to the liquidity zone. A lot of people are probably going, long after this, but sometimes you see this, so this would be the equivalent to like an inverse Adam and Eve. This Adam. I'm saying if it were to complete like this without pulling down again. Sorry, pulling back again. Oh shoot, that's not it. So like that. So if we got a break here on Bitcoin, this is the daily trend. Very solid daily trend. So if we happen to break up here from here and retest it here, be looking on a smaller time frame to see some kind of reversal maybe. If this was something else, but this is Bitcoin. It's really hard to catch. Sometimes it don't retrace. So we'll see what happens. Also, it could come this way. They were saying excitement was slowing down or whatever in towards, I think it was even like the beginning of last week, but it could do this. Say this like just I was sharing in a group and excuse me. In fact, I'll show this video in the group, and I was showing several different scenarios, and people are like, "Oh well, it could go up or it could go down." So this would be ascending triple tops and then pull back on an uptrend as a continuation. So it could go up or down. So that's wonderful, But it's like you gotta realize like nobody knows. Nobody knows. So you look at what you got, the information that you have. You look at fundamentals, you look at technicals, you wait for a confirmation, a match, and if it matches, then you play it, whatever. But you don't know until it breaks. So it hasn't broke yet. So I'm showing both. I'm showing each one of the ways I see it could happen. So I'm not going to say, try to forecast something as random as Bitcoin or XRP. That's what Forex market is more for that. Do day trading. We're looking at the 1 hour time frame. And what I'm saying is with this stuff, like when I said waiting for a break, it could either go, this way or that way. That's what I'm looking for. If it breaks this way, then, you can win off that. Not just Bitcoin, but, anything. So, remove that. It could also be a continuation flag. This could just consolidate here until we see some news. Maybe drop down, fill this daily fair value gap in. We are at the daily trend, resistance trend, and we're also at daily resistance zone. We are above all moving averages. We have divergence on. Of course, at the end of the day, this means absolutely nothing. No, it does mean something. This type of confluence would mean something on, like I said, in Forex or anything else, and it still does. It still does add up here. You just need to be on larger time frames to be able to get this stuff most of the time. From my experience, are the people that are out there that can do it and scalp
Cryptos, I don't know. I'm sure anything's possible, but with cryptos, for me, as far as price action patterns go, they hold and play out better on for me on the daily. These spikes and stuff, I'm just not used to, what risk to reward. I just don't have the experience leverage trading too much on crypto, not in the way that I do with Forex. But anyways, so if it breaks out, great. If it breaks out bullish, great. If it breaks down, great. It's all good either way. But that's what I'm looking for. So break below. I got an alarm here. So below this swing right here for a set below basically 34,000. Then here, if it were to break here, yep. Just looking around. Let's look at XRP. And check out XLM too, real quick. So we did break. Finally, we broke here last time we were on. Now we're coming down. So gonna be paying attention to this area here. So I got alarms here. If it comes down past the support, then that probably put this up here. But we'll see how this area holds up. If it is about to break down, then know about it. Let's look at it naked real quick. Let's get the moving averages up. That's why I really don't like to use indicators too much, because you can't see the price action. But these don't bother me too much. These are helpful for me just as a reminder that, hey, these are the areas, because I hadn't made a habit of going and looking for them. I do keep in mind liquidity, like where is liquidity at, but to visually see it and not have to have your brain takes a little bit of a load off anyways. Sometimes just might forget or whatever, but anyways, I don't know how accurate this thing is, by the way, but like as far as this down here, like, yeah, for sure. But I think all around here, like on the other chart. Where is it? Oh, it's on the same chart. I just had that thing off. That's why I have that here. Order block. So this is a general area where price likes to travel back to. The order block after it breaks. So we had a double bottom right here. Boom. Also kind of had a breakout of a kind of like a boom. So a lot of times these will turn into head and shoulders. And we have one right here. Kind of wacky one out there. Okay, so a lot of times, it's out of here. A lot of times these turn into inverse head and shoulders on the pullback. Boom. Boom. Actually. Okay, so yeah, I'll go up here. And then hit like this order block. I'm not saying this what's going to happen, but again, just gotta look for your setup and see it. If you're trading, if you're not, then you still use this stuff. If you're just holding whatever doing analysis, just doing it on a larger time frame. I mean, knowing this kind of stuff can help you know when you need to cash some stuff out. I'm not giving financial advice, anything specific on XRP. Don't buy or sell anything. I'm just saying, just by learning to find levels and follow fundamentals and learn a little price action could take you a long way. You never know. But anyways, let's look at XLM real quick. I saw he posted this. It was in here, I think. It's down here. Pulling back now. Coming back maybe to the same area. So the wait and see. Mainly just wanted to get on. Just gonna look at the markets and then look at XRP. The day for XRP is November the 9th coming up, so gonna be looking more into that this week to see what's happening with that. The Securities and Exchange Commission and Brad Garlinghouse, and they're supposed to work some terms out as far as what it sounds like is to go ahead and like stop the nonsense already. Pretty much is the way that I'm seeing it from reading the order by Judge Torres, that if they weren't able to come up with a date by themselves, that she was going to assign one, basically for them to do that, to sort something out. Is something going to be sorted out? Don't know. Another thing, don't know. Just got to wait. But by staying plugged in, staying tuned in, then you get to have an advantage. So if you don't have the time to tune in, then you get tuned in here. That's what we're here for. So we also, let's see. Okay, we cut the S&P. So we're not going to look over Forex right now. Really just wanted to get on, just remind everyone where Bitcoin is. Look at what we have going on this week, the events to follow, the Iranian war now, and Hamas, and the dollar events. You can see gold just pulled back. Looks like it may be about to continue. Maybe about to break a structure here on silver at $23.13 on the hour. So this stuff continues to escalate with all this stuff going on in the world. Then I could see something like this. See it zoom out a little bit. We'll get off of here. Oh, I already I did this before, but I can see it again. So, and it's getting closer to completing. So, or maybe completing. I mean, to the point to where you could say it completed. Do this, then we'll get off of here and we'll hop back on tomorrow. We're gonna be in the starting point, doing the majority of this, and on YouTube, we are putting out free signals. So in the signals channel, but at the starting point is where the majority of this stuff, all is going to be in order. So we have a free Telegram, but been exercising the group and the page here recently. So anyways, you guys, that's going to do it for now. We will holler at y'all later. If you have any questions or anything like that, just drop a comment and we'll see you then. See ya.